are you filming me, sir?
Well, he asked me to stand around for transparency.
Okay, but I asked you not to
But
not
we
to
also
film.
are on a public street, and
Okay.
the person you're... Can I finish before
No.
you're about to talk?
Are you
can't
filming me, sir?
He's filming me.
Exactly.
No, well, he's
Did you hear
filming
him?
me.
I'm filming the whole
Okay.
communication.
Thank you.
And with all of the
And I
people
appreciate
here,
it. And because of that reason, I cannot have a transparent conversation
with
with
his approval, you can't have a transparent conversation.
I can't do this like this, sir. I
Who do you
value
work
and
for?
appreciate
Who do you work
LAHSA,
for?
and I
And is that
appreciate
the
what
city?
you're doing.
Is that the city?
Sir, I appreciate
Is that
what
the
you're
city?
doing. What is your name?
You can ask that. My name is Senate Devermont. Are you with...
Okay.
what's your name?
Thank you. I've already given
Kimberly
you my
Barnett.
name. Yes.
And do you work with the city?
Okay, sir.
So we are on a
Can I
public
write your
street.
name?
Yes.
Can you give me a business card?
I can. Yeah.
May I have it?
Yeah. You
And you won't answer any questions with me present when he's asking for me to be present?
I'm gonna give him what he asked for.
And I'm saying you won't answer questions.
He's not asking me a question, sir.
Daniel, do you-
Well, what made you, or what made Rebecca ask you to sign some papers for her?
Oh no, we were gonna take you to do your application for housing in the office here.
I already did it with Rebecca yesterday. Why do I have to do it again?
There was one more document she needed you to sign.
Not a
So she
problem.
asked
When
me-
she comes on Monday, I'll sign it.
Yeah, but remember we were gonna place you, so we wanted to make sure that we got that signature.
The placement that you got is far away from me.
Okay. Okay. And I said it was okay, right? Okay. I'm not.
What makes you make the decision?
I didn't make a decision for you.
That's
You
like
made your
somebody
decision.
filming you and that's your
You guys
permission.
choose
You
to
know,
pay
it has to be a person's right if they agree to it or not.
I believe they asked you. I'm just trying to take you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be taken by you.
You don't want to be taken, and that I accept that. It's okay. If you don't want to, that's fine. And I just wanted to make sure that if we did need one more signature, that we got that signature before we took you where we were going to take you.
First of all, you guys are making the decisions for veterans. We should have the right to make that choice.
Absolutely.
Not you.
No,
Or
absolutely.
anybody else for that matter.
I completely agree with you.
It's absolutely your right,
Absolutely
sir,
correct.
to make your choice.
But
Yes.
you guys are getting us through the VA, and this is going to stop. I'm going to put a stop to it.
Okay.
Legally.
Okay, I understand. I understand.
What
Let me.
is it?
Can I get my card for you?
Please.
Okay.
Because you are going to be the liaison and the go-between, so I can sue the fuck out of you.
Well, do you have a caseworker you're working with at the VA?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. And when was the last time you met with that caseworker?
Yesterday.
Okay.
I fill out all kinds of forms.
And are they matching you to a HUD-VASH voucher?
Yes.
And how soon will you receive that? Do you know?
Next week, talking to the owner
Okay.
of the new housing
Good.
and be placed immediately.
Good. Good. So then the next step after that is, I believe your HUD-VASH worker would help you locate a place. Is that correct?
She's taking me to the place next week
Good. Good.
to talk to the owner.
Good. Good. I'm a little familiar with that process because I worked on the VA campus. Remember, I mentioned to you I used to work for 2 different entities here.
I think you are the one that plays Victor.
Huh?
Victor from the 10th city.
I did not. So at the time that I left the VA campus, they were talking about creating the program for the 10th city. It was being talked about. At that time, they were breaking ground. They were digging up the ground in front of New Directions. Remember that? Or you? Yeah, and that took a little bit of a while for them because there was an issue with the dirt at that time. So, but I'm happy to hear that you're connected to a VASH worker. You're going to be getting your voucher, and that's what it's all about, is getting you housed. But it sounds like you're on your way to do that. Absolutely.
Because they've been getting me around for so many years.
So why don't I do this? Why don't I give you my business card? You can stay in contact with me, and any support or any questions you have, you can feel free to reach out to me, okay?
Because I know it's a process. I mean,
It
it's
is a
not-
process.
It's not like, hey, I put my foot on the door and I'm in. No.
Absolutely,
Wait a minute. It's not like that.
absolutely. And I can help you facilitate that because of my knowledge and me working with you guys on the VA grounds for so long.
Okay, now they stopped my VA pension because I was incarcerated, and I owe them that money. But I need something to get disability from Social Security.
So you need to file for disability, correct?
Yeah.
So that's a matter of getting you connected to a CBEST worker, okay? I have a connection, a gentleman that works at CBEST that I can reach out to. And it's a matter of you just applying and filling out the paperwork,
Immediately,
okay?
if I can.
But when you apply for SSDI, you have to come with the documentation from your doctor,
Yes.
if it's related to health, or if it's in relation to mental health, if you're connected to Department of Mental Health Services, okay? But either way, we just take that documentation from your doctor and we add it to the application for SSDI, and that's what gets you approved.
I'm going to have to subpoena the original claim.
Medical record from the VA.
Okay.
Yes, we could do that
Yeah,
too.
you can
You can
absolutely.
subpoena.
We can do it's a release of information so we can get your documents.
Yes.
You can do that ASAP.
We need to try. I don't have the paperwork right now, but I'm gonna look for the right one and try to
Let's
get
do
that
it, go.
document.
Let's go in.
I tell you what, let my boss get the paperwork, okay? She'll give it to me. All right. Well, I'll bring it out and I'll help you fill it out.
Can we do it today?
Today, our goal is
To
to
get people
into
the
the.
place. No,
Hey,
don't
tell
take
the
it like
truth.
that. Let me call and try to get the paper. Let me go right now and get the paper,
I'm
okay?
sorry.
No, it's okay. Listen, it looks like I'm going to be pulled out here one day a week. Okay, I'm going to
Great.
start to come out here, so I will be able to further assist you. So if we can't get it done today, we'll get it done next week for sure. Okay. All right. Does that make you feel better? Okay.
I feel like crap right now.
Oh, okay.
Don't touch
Okay.
me. Don't touch me.
All right.
Don't touch me because I'm crap.
Yeah. Now, I'm sorry. I wish everything could happen overnight, but it is a process. So if you can bear with that process and
Yeah,
have
I got you.
so if you can just be patient through that, we'll get you through.
You better do it.
Okay.
You gotta do the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can do everything we can. It's not that we're busy. That's not our intention. You know, we don't want to make you feel like we have
You're not
something- we're
important.
not important.
Yes.
Because that's not the case.
Because everybody out here is important. Okay? Everybody is. I have to say this is my first time back here in 3 years since I left the VA. And I'm a little shocked. Yeah. So, but yeah. Okay? So we'll help you.
We got some good grade.
Oh, don't cry. It's okay. Yes. Okay? So we'll help you with that.
Get the forms on. The form is on. The form is online.
Okay.
So essentially today, just have some people that are going into hotel vouchers and everything, and as they go, taking their tents down. We're also moving some veterans that are in tents that were kind of destroyed and getting them into some newer ones. The ultimate goal is to get everybody housed. Unfortunately, there's just a lot of mess going on with the property behind us. None of these guys should be out here on the sidewalk. They should be on the land behind that fence. This shouldn't be happening at all, and it's just really unfortunate and disheartening to see that this is what's happening to people who raise their right hand and go and serve their country. Despite all the politics behind war, it's just really no need for this. We have combat veterans out here from Vietnam, Gulf War, Iraq, and Afghanistan, and this is just ridiculous that they're being treated this way. We've had, with everything that's happened in Afghanistan, we've had mental health issues that have really started going through the roof. It's been really hard on all the guys, especially the ones that are stuck out here. You know, the way the pullout happened and how quickly the Taliban took over, it can feel to a lot of people like, what was the point of us going over there and all these people dying, and now we're in this position. So the last few weeks have been very challenging for everyone, and we did have an issue that happened between two veterans that was really unfortunate. I don't really want to go into too much detail. I knew both of them, but it should have never have happened.
So it happened here in the encampment?
Happened here in the encampment.
This morning?
No, this was yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, it's been a long couple days for me.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you. There needs to be
Yeah.
needs to be more
I'll put this on
more
my
outreach
show,
out here.
for sure.
Anyone that can reach out to their elected officials and just raise awareness about this. This is the 33rd Congressional District, Congressman Ted Lieu's district. We've been reaching out to him consistently for 2 years. Really kind of just gets pushed back, doesn't pay attention to this situation. It seems a lot of our politicians are more concerned with, answering calls to their wealthy donors and whoever can pay the most money, the lobbyists, than they are to everyone else. And that's kind of why we're in this position.
What can be done?
The first thing I'd do is set up emergency shelters on the other side of the fence. I mean, even just temporary services so these guys don't have to be on the street. Because as it stands right now, we don't have that. It's a large bureaucracy, and a lot of the people that show up here, the veterans that show up here, they don't have identification or anything, so we have to go through this whole registration process, and they can't stay on the property until that's completed. So it's an ongoing issue. And additionally, the VA was supposed to deliver around 500 units of housing in 2020. There was a lawsuit that happened where veterans sued the VA for misuse of land. A Principles for Partnership Settlement Agreement came out. The number one objective was to end veteran homelessness by 2015. It's 2021, nothing's been done. And when COVID hit, they took all the programs and they reduced them to a 50% occupancy. So then we even lost half the bed space there. And every time there's a breakout in any of the programs, they stop admissions. And then you see the population start to grow out here. So it's been hard to get a handle on, and that's why. And there's plenty of room on the other side of that fence to get everybody off the street and something working correctly.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I got
All right, everything good, huh?
Yeah, you guys are
OG Bones over here.
Yeah,
He's too much,
got a lot. My hands full, man.
I feel you.
18 months of this shit, man. It's all good though. Now I get my hotel. You know what I mean?